So I think you all know about Arduino. Okay, so let me give you a quick review about it. Okay, so Arduino is a microcontroller. Okay, and it has some pins. Okay, so you can see in this picture it has some pins. Okay, so it has 13 digital pins. Okay, so what is mean by digital pins? Digital pins means it gives a signal which is either low or high. Okay, it can give a 5 voltage to any component, or it can give a 0 voltage to any component. Okay, just like your fan. Okay, so just like your home switch. For example, if you want to open a light, you just tab onto that button on in your home, and the light will be glowing. Okay, so that's how this digital pins work. Okay, and now this analog. So analog means we have a small changes in the current. Okay, in the signals. Okay, for example, we have the regulator in our fan. Okay, so if we want to turn on our fan very fast, then we put it on 5, and if we want to a little bit slow, then we take it to 4, then 3, 2, 1, 10, 0. Okay, so it means that it has a different level of signaling. Okay, so let's talk about other things. For example, we have this 5 volt. Okay, so if you want to give voltage to some component, for example, if you want to give voltage to a sensor. Okay, sensor also work on electricity. It required something. So we will give with the help of this pin. Okay, we will connect this pin with the voltage input of that sensor, and this is ground. Okay, we have 2 grounds here. So what grounds do is that it completes the circuit. Okay, we have a reset pin. Okay, so if we want to start our instruction from the beginning, then we have to click on this pin and it will start. Okay, let's see if someone has doubt or not. Okay, good. And this we have this what we call adapter type of thing. Okay, what it do, it receives the signal from your PC. Okay, so we have an A to B connection. Yes, in questions? Hello, you can type in the chat box. So today we are going to start with a simple example. Okay, so we are going to start with a simple example of doing an LED. I'll take you to the Tinkercad. Okay, so so first we have to select here what component we require. Okay, so we required an Arduino. Good afternoon. Okay, so this is Arduino. Okay, what is RX and TX? Okay, so RX and TX is a way of communicating between 2 devices. Okay, suppose you want to communicate between 2 Arduinos. Okay, so then we can use this RX and TX. Okay, so circuit connection mobile. Okay, so okay, I don't know about the mobile. Okay, so I will find it out a way that you can also use in mobile also. So we are using a Tinkercad. Okay, so this is the software. It is called Tinkercad. You just need to go and type Tinkercad. Okay, and you to make an account, and you can able to use this software. Okay, so let me show you the circuit diagram. Okay, so what is the circuit diagram for making and programming of this system? Okay, so what we are going to do is, let me open my screen. Circuit. Okay, so everything works on a circuit, and we are going to make a circuit. In this circuit, our objective is to glow an LED with the help of Arduino. Okay, so first, before knowing what the circuit going to be and what the thing we are going to do, first we must understand about LED. What is an LED? Okay, so LED means light emitting diode. Okay, So we used in our daily life. Okay, so the bulb which we have used today in our home appliances is LED only. Okay, so how this LED works? Okay, so LED has a simple function. Okay, so that's how an LED looks like. Okay, just Google it more specific. So this is how a LED looks like. Okay, so here is a positive and anode and a cathode. Anode means a positive terminal. Cathode means a negative terminal. You all know that we required some sort of current to flow anything. Okay? So when we are doing with the bulbs and all, so we required a connection. Okay, so suppose you know about the old bulbs. Okay, so how the old bulb works? So old bulb works like that. That there is an electricity passing through an wire. Okay, and suppose this is a bulb. So this is a bulb. Suppose we have this bulb, and this is our board. Okay, electricity board. Okay. And we have a button here. Okay, and this has some sort of filament. Okay, this is a glass, and we have some sort of filament. Okay. So what happens when we on this bulb? Okay. So when this on this bulb, the electricity flows. Okay, so electricity flows in this bulb. Okay, and when this flows through this filament heats up, and a small portion of that is converted into light. Okay, so this is the principle of an old bulb. How an old bulb flows. So now this comes with the help of LED. Okay, so how the LED works? So the LED works on DC supply. Okay, to work on what we call it digital voltage. Okay, very low voltage. Its main work uh, is, is to produce more light instead of producing heat. Okay, this bulb produces heat, and 95% of its power is consumed in producing heat. Okay, and 5% is used as a light. Okay, but in the case of LED, it is completely converted into light. Okay? So we don't require that much of energy that required in old bulbs to glow. We require a very small amount of energy, for example, 5 volt, 2.5 volt. So what we do with what we did it with is let's zoom it a little. Okay. So suppose this is our LED. Okay. So this is our positive terminal. Okay, and this is our negative terminal. Okay. So what we will do is we will connect this positive terminal to the positive supply of, for example, a cell. Okay, you can connect it with the cell. Okay, and negative to the negative terminal of the cell. Okay, so it will start glowing. Okay, and what we will do now, we will put a microcontroller in between it. Okay, and we will control the flow of electricity. Okay, so our microcontroller, what will do, it will stop. Okay, and it will stop the current. It will allow the current in this manner we can control this LED. Okay, so let's make a circuit diagram for it. Okay, so this is how our circuit diagram looks like. So this is our Arduino. Okay, let's make a box like this. Okay, this is our Arduino. Okay, and we have a register in between them. Make a register with the help of pencil. Okay, what is a register? We'll make a register. What is the resistance? Resistance means you can understand like that there is an stoppage. There is a speed breaker for the flowing of current. Okay, so why we require resistance? Because our LED can have a limit amount of current. If you don't allow a resistor between the circuit, it will damage the LED. Okay. So we'll put an LED. We can put an resistor in between them, and we put then an LED. Okay. And after putting an LED, uh, This is our, and we put back the circuit. Okay, so here we connect with the positive terminal, and here we connect with the negative terminal. So we can call it the ground. Okay, and here we will connect with any digital pins of Arduino. Okay, so this is our circuits looks like. Okay, so how it looks in our Tinkercad, we will see it. Okay. So we have chosen the Arduino. Okay, we have taken an LED. Okay, now we'll take a resistor. Okay, so this is a resistor, fine for us. Okay. And this, okay. And this is a, one more thing, you can apply the LED before and after the resistor. So you can put it before it, or you can put it after the resistor. So we are taking pin number 13. Okay, and then we are connecting it with anode. Okay, anode. 1 second. Okay. Message. So make it a little bit connect. We're connecting it with register. Okay, so register terminal doesn't matter. Okay, so it's both from the same side. So we'll put an connection from here, okay? And we connected with the terminal. Make it a little bit better. Now we'll connect it to the positive, and from here now we'll connect it to the ground. And we have this. Okay, so we have 2 grounds. You can connect with any one of them. So our circuit is completed. Okay, so we have an LED, we have a resistor, we have a microcontroller. So now it's time to code. Okay, we'll code it, and we will use text. Okay, so okay, we have a predefined code. Okay, so let's understand the programming a little bit. So what this void setup means, and what this void loop means. Okay, so void setup means the thing you want in one time. Okay, the thing you want a single time. Okay, and a void loop means that you want to repeat it again and again. Okay, so what we will do here is we will set the pin. Okay, so we are connected with the pin number 13, and we are telling the Arduino is that this pin is, we have taken it as an output. Okay, so we will transfer a signal from it, and with the signal is an output signal. Okay, and so we will set up it. Okay, we will tell the Arduino that one time that it is an output pin, and we are going to use it. Okay, so the task of void setup is over. Okay, and then we have a void loop. In this void loop, we will tell the Arduino what he should do. Okay, what he should do in order to produce our signal. Okay, so what we are doing is the first statement is a digital write. Okay, digital write means we are writing over that pin. We are telling that pin that pin number 13, please make it high. It means that please send 5 volt at that pin. Okay, and saying that delay is a function. Okay, so okay, this word means that hold for 1000 milliseconds. It means that please make this 13 pin high for 1 second. Okay, it means we are telling that please make it high for 1 second, and then we are telling that please make it low for 1 second. Okay, so our program will continue like that. So we can start simulating this. Okay, you can see that our LED is blinking now. Okay, okay, so this is the first step towards the program. Okay, let's make it a little bit more creative. Okay, stop. Okay, suppose we want to bring a certain pattern. Okay, so if we want to blink at a different speed. Okay, so first we want that it will blink at a speed of less than 1 second. So we what we do, we just change here. Okay, so we will change it. So for example, the 1 second is equals to 1000 millisecond. Okay, so for example, we want to blow it for half a millisecond. Oh, sorry, half a second. So we need to give it a 500. Okay, and here also we need to give it a 500. Okay, now we can start simulating it. Okay, and it will. You can say the speed of glowing this bulb is increased. Okay, so we can decrease also. Okay, so this we can do it. You can see the lights which you use on Diwali. Okay, blinks like that, and they have different patterns. It is all possible because there is a microcontroller inside that, and which is programmed like this to do something like that. Okay, so let me see if someone has doubt or not. Okay. So anyone has doubt in this circuit diagram or in this programming? Everyone got it? No, sir. Okay. So what's problem you're facing? Okay, it's quite clear. Okay, so okay, done. Very good. Okay, so now I'm going to take a thing further more testing. Okay. So we are going to make a circuit little bit more interesting. Okay, so for example, we have only two ground here. Okay, so in this we have only two ground, but pins are more over. We have 13 pins. Okay, guys, fine now. You don't need to write it again. So now the second thing we going to do is we going to do is that we need to understand the program more logically. Okay, so for doing that we need more LEDs, and you can know that there is only two ground. Okay, so we need more grounds as compared to our digital, since there are 13 pins and there is only two ground, and we know that we need to connect these ground together. Okay, so we need another device. Okay, so what we need a breadboard. Okay, so what is a breadboard? I will tell you what the breadboard is. Okay, so this was type breadboard. So this is called breadboard. Okay, so we have two sorts of breadboard. This is a mini breadboard and this is a big breadboard. Okay, this is the big breadboard. First, we'll talk about this mini breadboard. Okay, take it out. Okay, so you can see these. Okay, so these holes are connected. Okay, so if you put here something and the same current will pass over here also. Okay, so breadboard means it is just an connecting sort of connecting wires. Okay, so if you need more pins, if you need more stuff, you need to connect everything. Okay, so here what we have done. Okay, I will tell you. You can better understand by seeing what is a breadboard is. Okay. So I will use the circuit diagram to show you how the breadboard works and how it looks like. Okay. So these lines. Okay. So you can see these lines. You can see in the picture that they are connected. Means if you put one end of the wire here and we put another end of LED here. Okay. And then we put back into the ground. This will start working. Okay, sort of. Okay, suppose we want to add 4 LEDs. Okay, so we have to put 4 LEDs in between. Okay, but by putting it here, okay, it will connect automatically and we will able to make more things very easily. Okay, suppose there is only 2 ground and we require 13 ground for 13 different. Okay. Yeah. So suppose we require 13 ground. Actually, we have 13 LEDs. Suppose I want to make 13 LEDs connected with each of these pin. Okay, and I want to control each 13 of LEDs. Okay, but we have only 2 grounds. Okay, so what we will do is we will put one ground here. Okay, so we'll connect this wire here. Okay, and then we'll connect all these wires in other ports. Okay, for example, let me take 4 LEDs and we will have. So okay, now change this color. Okay, so we have that green LED. Okay, so we have this green LED and then we have another LED. Now we have the taken green and now we take the blue LED. Okay. So we have red, green and blue. Okay, so we will see that there are 3 LEDs and each have their own ground terminal. Okay, so for example, in the circuit we have to connect this. Okay, so if we have taken 2 LEDs, then ground is over. Okay, there is no other ground in the audio. Okay, so what we will do at that point of time, we will use this breadboard. So what we'll do is we will make a connection. We do one here and one over. Okay, we'll try with these pin number 2. Okay, so we'll start with the pin number 2 and this time we'll make a circuit a little better. So we have this. We connected this. Okay, so our positive terminal is being connected. Okay, and now it's time to connect with the negative terminal. Okay, so we'll start with here. Okay, and we'll connect it with one of this line. Okay, so 2 pin is connected with green LED. Okay. Now we'll take the third pin. So we'll take around the board. Now we have connected the positive terminal of our third LED with the third pin. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll connect this ground. Okay, so we'll connect it ground. Okay, so I have connected this first LED terminal with this point and second with this point. Okay, so now this red one also required this red LED. Read this, and I will connect this LED's cathode also in connective terminal. Let me make it quite clear. Okay, we have it. Okay, so we have connected 3 wires. Okay, at these 3. Okay, so this is a row and we have connected these 3 wires and they all are connected. So what we need to do is we need to take a wire from here. Okay, take half of that. what we'll do is we will connect it with the ground here. Okay, so we have the ground here and we'll connect it. Okay, so you can see that every pin got its ground. Okay, so every pin is connected with ground because of this breadboard, because it's connected to each other. Okay, so now let's do the programming for this. So what we will do is first we will glow red, okay, then we will glow green, and then we will glow blue. Let me see number. We have 2 and 3. Okay. So let's program it. Ground means negative terminal. We need to connect the negative terminal. We always have 2 wires. Okay. So we can start with, okay. So we have this coding section. Okay. So we have chosen the pin 13 for the red one, okay, and pin 2 and 3 for the green and the blue. Okay. So we will we need to tell the Arduino that what we are going to do. So first we need to tell him that we are selecting pin mode, means we are using pin, okay, and it should be capital. Okay, so AMP should be capital. The way I am writing this, you have to write the same. Okay, and it is case sensitive. Case sensitive means that you have to write in the same manner. Okay, if you write a small in the place of big M, if you write a small m, it will not going to work. Okay, it will throw some error. Okay, so we are using pin number 2, and what we are telling to the pin number 2 is that Arduino, listen, we are taking pin number 2 as an output. Okay, so we have decided pin board 2, and we are taking it as an output. So we need to write output. Okay, so it should be in capital letter. Okay, so and we have used one another pin also, so we are taking that also. It should be in the same pin mode, and we will take the pin number 3 also, and we are setting it as an output. So we have set. Okay, so we have 3 pins connected to 3 LEDs, and we have set it 3 pins as an output, and now we are going to what we call that, we are going to use it. Okay? These are comments. Okay, so this doesn't have any meaning. Okay, this is only for your reference. Okay, if you write anything other than code, you need to make 2 front slashes, and you need to write it. For example, hello. You can write anything. Okay, so it doesn't matter. If you have 2 forward slashes, it means these are comments. Okay, so comment is for your specification. It doesn't do anything with your program. So now we have selected 3 pins, and we were what we will do is we will use all 3 pins. Okay, so first I have tell that we will use this red pin. Okay, so now we'll use the, after that we will use the green pin. Okay, so we have this. Okay, right, this digital. Okay, we have digital, right? Please write to the Arduino that we are using this pin. Okay, right, and so what pin we are using? We are using pin number 2. Okay, so we are telling that pin number 2, we are using pin number 2, and what we will do with the pin number 2? Make it in high. Okay, high. Okay, high. And then okay, so you need to follow the syntax. Okay, so the way of retaining a program is called a syntax, and you need to follow it. Okay, if you don't follow it, it will throw an error. Okay, so we have make it high. Okay, suppose this is our program. Okay, if I write it and if I simulate it. Okay, so suppose we'll start from here. Okay, so once again, so you can see that okay, our green pin is okay. So we forget one thing. Okay, in the circuit we forget one thing. The thing is that we don't use the register here. Okay, so we forget to apply the registers here. So it will glow, but it's saying that please put a register here. Okay, so if you don't put a register here, your LED uh, uh, can be don't work, or it can be anything can happen with an LED, okay, because of the excess current, okay. Okay, so you can see that our second pin, okay, so our second bulb is glowing, okay, it's glowing continuously, it's glowing, okay. So first what we'll do, it will glow an red LED, okay, and it will close it, okay, and the screen is continue because it is keep on repeating itself, okay. Okay, so we need to close it also, okay, so we need to tell him how much time you need to be high and how much time you need to be low. So we'll tell this controller that how much time. So we'll write delay. Delay means time. Okay, it's a function which is used to deal with time. So we say delay. Okay, and we will put it, for example, 500 millisecond. Okay, it means a half a second. Slow for a half a second. Okay. So after that, what we will need to do is we need to switch off it. Okay, so we on it for some time and we need to off it for some time. Delay means okay, so delay means having in a certain position, okay. If you're standing somewhere and if you have a delay of 5 minutes, you need to stand there, okay. So when we call that a train is 5 minutes late, okay, it means that you have to wait in a station for 5 minutes. Got it? Okay. Delay is actually a function, okay. So for example, like pin mode and everything is a function in this. Okay, so now we have on the switch. Now we need to off it. Okay, otherwise it will continue. So for offing it, we write digital write. Okay, and we'll have, for example, we are dealing with pin 2, so we need to low pin 2. Okay, you don't do like that. You high pin second and you low in pin third. Okay, so we need that. Okay. So what we'll do, we will low it. Okay. So, okay. What is the use of delay? We use for time. Okay, so you use for time. So how much time you need to glow the LED? Okay. You want to delay it for 5 seconds. You want to delay it for 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. So we'll run this code. Okay, and we'll see that how this is working. Okay. You can see that. Okay. So this is glowing. Okay. Because the time period is very slow, that glowing very low. Okay. This is one. Okay. One. So this is how. Okay. So we'll do the coding for the third one also. Okay. So we'll take the third LED also. So, right. Okay. So what we are doing is that we are doing the same thing. So we can do one thing like that. Okay. So we can copy this. Okay. We don't need to write it again and again. Okay. So just paste it. And in the place of 2, we'll write 3. Okay, because we have the third LED. This 3. So okay, we'll run it now. Okay, you can see. Okay, so we have a red LED blinking, green blinking. Okay, so it's sort of pattern. Okay, so the pattern we used to see in that Diwali lights. Okay, you can make your own pattern. Okay, by having some different delays. Okay, you can have more LEDs with it. Okay, so I think, ma'am, it's time for their doubt. If they have any doubt.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So, guys.